Scandal season 5. I don't know what episode it is, but basically it's the aftermath of the whole Jake wedding. And so now all of a sudden we see Olivia and Abby are going like back and forth. Well, Abby should know, don't play with Olivia. Like, Olivia killing people in cold blood. Like, don't do that, Abby. But all of a sudden we know that they have the Republican nominees as far as Susan Ross, Hollis Doyle, and we have Mellie. So they're all trying to make it to some state to win the governor's approval or whatever, so she can put her stamp of approval on them so the rest of the state can vote the way that she would vote. Well, whatever the case, we have them on planes. They're supposed to leave and make it there at the same time. Well, Abby is like, you're not more powerful than me. Two can play this game. So Abby doesn't move her plane. And with her plane not moving, Mellie's plane can't move. Well, this is really affecting Olivia. She doesn't know what to do. She's just like, feels like she has no control over anything. So Mellie takes it upon herself to go outside and stand there to wait to talk to Fitz. Fitz gets off the plane. He comes out there to talk to Mellie, and they're basically talking back and forth, like, what is going on? Abby's pulling some slick stuff, and you guys just want Susan Ross to win, and you don't want me to make it there on time so that I don't win. And you have to, because Liv, she's just going crazy. She can't handle it right now, and even inside the plane, Liv is like, what is she doing? Why did she go out there? Why didn't anybody tell me? Why didn't anybody stop her? Marcus is like, she talked to me, and then she went out there. She took it into her own hands. And then she's like, go get her now. And Marcus was like, no, bruh, no. And so she's like, what? Who are you talking to? He's like, no. And I'm thinking, it's about time, because Huck and Quinn are your yes men, and they just watched you just like completely destroy yourself. Somebody needs to step up and be like, this is not going down. You're not mentally stable. You're not making any decisions. But whatever the case, so all of a sudden, we still see the back and forth between Mellie and Fitz, and for the cameras, they're putting on smiles, but Mellie is like, hey, like something like, I can't believe Abby would do this. Liv would kill her. Literally, she would kill her. And he's like, why would you say that? Don't say that. Like, there's cameras close. And she's like, boy, what are you talking about? And then so he was like, you don't know what happened to Andrew? So Fitz, that's supposed to be like a secret you're supposed to take to your grave. And I didn't know how Mellie was going to react to it, but Mellie was like, hey, well, he deserved it. So whatever the case, she couldn't believe it. And she's like, that explains why she's acting the way she's acting. So it's really weird right here, because Fitz is like, is she eating? Is she sleeping? Is she okay? And because you can tell he's really genuinely concerned about her, because he loves her. But the fact that he's asking his ex-wife, and then his ex-wife is really concerned about her. She was like, no, she forgets to eat. I don't think she's really slept. I'm concerned about her. Like, this is going to send her over the edge, the fact that we've been sitting here for so long. So he's like, okay, don't trip. I'll take care of it. So he goes inside and he says, move the plane. Abby says, no, we're not moving the plane. I'm the one who calls the shots here. We're not moving the plane. And he's like, move the plane now. And then all of a sudden, she shows up to the dinner where Susan Ross and Hollis Doyle are already there. But then we see the president walk in with Mellie, and that's how Mellie was able to get into the dinner. And Susan, she's just not here for this mayor or whatever. And Susan just says whatever comes to mind, because she doesn't feel like smoozing people and like rubbing elbows and stuff. Susan is like butthurt about David cheating on her still. She got David sleeping on the floor in every hotel room they go to. And David, he's just dealing with it because he knows he's in the doghouse right now. Meanwhile, Susan doesn't know that her campaign manager is the one that David was cheating with. But whatever the case, then all of a sudden we see the next day that the mayor lady actually chose Susan. But this is due to the fact that David had actually went behind their back and he convinced the lady some type of way to endorse Susan. So whatever the case, even at the end of all that, Susan did not end up winning for the state. It was Hollis Doyle, because they were so busy going back and forth that they weren't focused on Doyle. Similar to today's election, and that they're not focused enough on Trump to get him out. Okay, whatever the case, it ends up ending in Olivia and Abby talking to each other, and she's like, what kind of friend were you? Why would you say, oh, little Abby, you can't handle that. Oh, little Abby, you can just come work for me. And Liv is like, look, I created you. Like, everything that you are, everything you know was because of me. And now you have the power of the White House. I want that. I want that back. This is why I'm determined to win. Okay, well, speaking of White House, Abby goes in to give the president something, and the president is like, okay, so what do you think about this? She was like, I don't know, whatever you think. And then he's like, why aren't you answering me? She was like, whatever you think. And then Abby goes a step further to say, to snap at Fitz and say, look, I tell you what to do, and then you do it. My job is to do your job, and you just do what I say. And I'm thinking, girl, you are not slick at all, because Cyrus and Liv never had to tell him that. Like, this is why he doesn't have any respect for you, because you cannot keep your cool. Like, Olivia and Cyrus, they would be making like major moves, like behind the scenes, like influencing him, and he didn't even know that he was being influenced. But due to the fact that you just put it all out there on the table, like you somebody, you know how Fitz is. The moment he feels like he doesn't have the power that he thought that he possessed, he's gonna try even harder to be in a power position, and then he's really gonna push you away. So Abby, that was stupid. Like, this whole episode was really just kind of stupid. It wasn't that enjoyable. It wasn't horrible, but it was like, y'all could have kept it. But anyways, like I said, short review, like, comment, and subscribe, and check me out at mrsblogaholic.com. Bye!